I would like to invite the three new board members up, and Mayor Curtis, if you would please come up here and do the introduction. Installation, so introduction.
But all the officers and directors, please. You have been elected as officers and directors of the Cameron Chamber of Commerce to help direct the businesses for your fellow members. You have been elected to help advise and conduct the business of the Chamber. I advise you to do so with all fairness, not only for your fellow members, but to remember you have a responsibility to the public as well. Therefore, I ask you to be governed in your acts by honesty and justice, to guide the board in conformity with its bylaws, attend regular and special board meetings, and that you will work toward the betterment of the board and its members. So if you subscribe, please say, by the authority conferred upon me, I proclaim each of you duly installed as officers and directors of the Cameron Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations.
So the new board members are Lana Kirchman. I said that right. Okay, she's at Cosmetic Dentistry, and Charlotte Plaster with Randy Kerno is not able to make it tonight, and then James Lyon with Lyon Consulting is here, and very, very excited to have them all. So thank you guys. I'm going to do a little bit here, just give you some acknowledgments, because this thing doesn't happen just with a few of us. It happens with a lot of different people. And I really want to start off with my board, which we couldn't do it without you. And really, the core, the thought that goes through this, and the collection of different things, and just it all. I mean, you take a look around, and they help with all of it. So it's a great deal. I'm personally very excited to have it here, and not have to load and unload up 3 or 4 flights of stairs anymore. But it gives us more space to grow too, and we can have some more fun. So super excited about that. Thank you, Mary Jo and the YMCA, to allow us for allowing us to be here and be a pain in the side. No, she's very excited to have us here. It looks great. She said it herself. And, with everything else, I mean, the board members that I can think of, especially, Chastity Brownlee really did a great deal. Putting all this together that you see behind me, and the balloons and everything else, so thank you for that. Kayla Russell for buying all the lights and thinking of everything that we need for all of lighting and tables and tablecloths and everything like that. And really, I mean, I can't think of all that was done to thank everybody one-on-one. It takes long, but really, it means a lot to me to see this all come together, and this be our first year here. So thank you, board. Round of applause. I would now like to thank our new chamber director, Gail. Where are you, Gail? You here? Where's she hiding? I can't hardly see the spotlights of this year. Please tell her thank you. She really, yes, thank you. She really carried the weight and did all the legwork and the things that needed to be done to collect the money and the prizes and everything like that. And Gail, you're amazing for doing it. I can't believe that we found you for one, and we're happy to have you as our new director. But then come in at this time of year, which is our busiest time of year, to put this together. And she did it, and I bet she's glad it's about done. Because she needs probably a little break at the office. So thank you, Gail. And she's not here tonight. The next person I'd like to thank, but I couldn't get her to come. It's for a pretty funny reason, but her name is Mary Murdoch. She's no longer with the chamber in this capacity of any kind, but she went to work for some other office. And it was me. Yeah, it was me. But I'm very happy to have her. That's what they should. I was lucky to find her. And to go through and figure out that, if I hire Mary, well, now what do we do with the chamber? So it caused me a lot of work with it. And it sure worked out good. And we're happy it all came together. But Mary said she couldn't make it tonight because they have, of course, a Blackberry Smoke concert tomorrow. And they have to save their energy. So they go to bed at 6, I think, 3. I don't know. But thank you, Mary. If you see Mary Murdoch throughout the town or whatever, please tell her that I mentioned her name tonight. So the catering, of course, Cameron Mark, was that good or not? Yes, thank you. And what I would say again is thank you for all the prizes that were donated tonight. Again, I'll stress and challenge every single person here to spend every dime you have in your pocket, and then that card continues to swipe. All right, but joking aside, we do have some really good items back there along with the live auction. So I do want to thank Chris Harmon for coming to the live auction. He'll be up here after the awards. So the dueling pianos, big time dueling pianos are here tonight. And we're going to have some fun. All right. Could I ask the next board members to come up? Who's going to present this first award? Where are you at? Rick Basher? Oh, it's Rick. Come on up, man. Good to see you. Applause, please. Good to see you retire.
On behalf of everyone at Campus Banquet, thank you, Chamber Meeting, for inviting us to be here tonight. We always enjoy coming and recognizing one of our police officers or dispatchers of the hospital. This officer that was nominated this year started with the police department in 2005. And over the years working with him, one of his strongest things that he brought to our department was his calmness to talk to people. And we sometimes get into a tough situation, he was really calm when he's getting on. Whenever I saw he wanted to put in for training to be a CIT officer, which is a person who's trained to help people with mental health issues or going through a tough situation, we knew that was something we wanted him to do training. Also, he wanted to be a negotiator with our police department. One of the tough calls last year was in August when our police department received a call of juvenile vehicles over the bridge over Walnut Street, over 36th Highway, and was threatened to commit suicide by jumping off the bridge. This officer showed up and reminded him to the person and started talking. One of those things that he will tell you that it was a team effort that day, and it absolutely was. Our fire department, highway patrol, camera officers of the Cab County, and our EMS did a phenomenal job. But this officer talked to this female for almost an hour, and he was able to talk her not to kill herself. He was able to get her off the bridge that day and for her to help. So I was very happy to see we sent out the awards that this officer was nominated. And I want to present Chris Walker with this church's officer.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Chris. Stacy, you want to come on up? I really can't see anything in the spotlight behind us. Okay, well, I do want to mention again, we do have silent auction items back there, and I know you guys have money, so let's pencil. I also want to say, while we have a little bit of time, like these guys here were sponsored by a few of these names back here on this banner. And we all want to thank him. I'll name him here in a second.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. We're ready. Sorry. Gandhi said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Being happy with the servant's heart best describes Miss Mariah. Helping others bring great joy. In fact, Mariah is best described by her smile consistently on her face. People frequently comment about her infectious smile and her can-do attitude. Mariah is an active member of the community. She's in Girl Scouts, a children's camp volunteer, an actor in the community, caring community players, and a member of the Cameron Municipal Band. Within the school district, Mariah is vice president of the student council, a section leader in both choir and band, captain of the dance team, and a teacher in first grade classroom. Mariah's awards include the Dragon Pride Citizenship Award, the Dragon Vision of Excellence Award, the Drug-Free Superstar Award, Academic All-Star for the Missouri Dance Association, an All-District Honor Band, and All-District and Honor Choir. A member of the North Missouri Invitational Band, and a member of the North Central Missouri Band Masters Association Band. Mariah's favorite hobbies include volunteering, dancing, singing, and playing her clarinet. Her future plans include attending Northwest Missouri State University to become a music educator. It is my honor to award Mariah Anderson one of our Student of the Year awards this year. My next award that I have the honor of giving is our Educator of the Year Award. I mean, Cameron School District has the best, some amazing educators in all of our buildings district-wide. And this year, Marlene Jackson was picked. Graduated from Northwest Missouri State University with a Master's of Science in Education, Vocational Business, and Middle School Business certification. Marlene and her husband, Delvin Jackson, have two children, Nathan and Nicole. After teaching at Clinton County, R3, Plattsville, Missouri, for 6 years, Ms. Jackson has taught in Maysville for 3 years. Within these school districts, she taught various business classes, served on several committees and leadership teams, sponsored FBLA, and as assistant track coach. 23 years ago, though, Cameron got her. And so she has been a half-time business teacher. Throughout the years, she has taught accounting and personal finance classes. Marlene has grown the accounting program by helping students learn new concepts and skills and inspiring some to enter the accounting career field. In addition, she served on selected committees, helped reinstate the high school FBLA program, and sponsored FBLA for 2 years. 10 years ago, Ms. Jackson started serving as the A+ coordinator, incorporating, developing, and growing the A+ program. Marlene is passionate about engaging as many students as possible in the A+ program and advocating for those students when necessary. Ms. Jackson stated, "It is extremely rewarding and has been a true blessing educating and serving as the A+ coordinator and for all of our Cameron students and leaders." So again,
All right, thank you, Stacy, and everybody won. Congratulations. Mary Jo, where are you at? Come on up. Business of the Year. And, well, we have a really quick second, a really fun fact last night is all tips for the pianos are going back to the chamber to do what we do best and scholarships and make this better for everybody. So, just so everybody knows, come on up.
It's my pleasure this year, to award the Business of the Year Award to a deserving business in our community. This is a local business in our community that has continuous efforts to be a positive influence in our community. This year's honoree is a long-standing business that began operations in 1878 on the corner of 3rd and Main in the first brick building built in Cameron. This business is a locally owned independent community bank with full-service branches in 6 area communities and has 48 employees in Cameron and 72 total employees in their bank wide. Farmers State Bank has actively supported the Cameron community for 145 years. Dwayne, I don't think you've been there for 145 years. We have to wait on a regular basis. And that commitment to quality service, economic development, and hometown values is why we proudly honor them as our 2023 Business of the Year.
Congratulations. Next up, we have Optimus Puckleberry. And I believe it's... Okay, go ahead, yes. Yes. In a row. There we go.
Hello, my name is Joelle Pratt, and I'm presenting on behalf of the Optimist Club tonight. As you may know, Optimists worldwide respond to the special needs of the communities and youth that we serve. Our mission is to provide hope and a positive vision to bring out the best in kids. Each year, we present a Friend of Youth Award to celebrate a special person in our community whose purpose and passion is to help meet the needs of kids in the area, and this year's recipient represents this and so much more. This person has lived her whole life in Cameron and is a 1987 graduate of Cameron High School. She pursued a degree in education and started teaching in Osborne in 1995. She taught physical education and science and became the guidance counselor. She continued her pursuit of serving kids by furthering her education and becoming the Osborne Elementary principal, and shortly after, the superintendent of Osborne Schools. These accomplishments compare nothing to the amount of care and compassion, and I missed this paragraph, excuse me guys. She became the elementary principal at Parkview in 2013, then assistant superintendent in 2019. She navigated through possibly one of the most difficult educational dynamics we hopefully ever see during the pandemic, and later earned her doctorate in education in 2021. These accomplishments compare nothing to the amount of care and compassion that she provided to her students and community members throughout the years in education. She identified needs of kids and families and did all she could to try to meet those needs where she could. Her family has adopted families at Christmas and throughout the year. When she noticed a family needed something, she was the first to make sure it happened. No judgment, no expectation, just compassion to see that kids and families could be successful. We all know her and know what she's capable of. And I'd like to add something from Dr. Robinson. Dr. Mefford has always been about the children. She has overseen changes that significantly changed the way we taught for the betterment of kids. She guided the district in a time, COVID, that the rules and regulations change daily. She has overseen major changes from the state of Missouri and guided the leadership team to understand those changes and move our kids forward. She is a consummate professional who will be missed by those who will work with her. This is an honor. This honor is more than deserved. I would like to honor the Friend of Youth, Dr. Lori Mefford.
Congratulations, Dr. Miller. Thank you, Joe. All right. It's my I guess I should probably go get the award. Yeah, you might get it. Thank you. I kind of forgot that part. All right. So the first award, or the only one I'm announcing, is the Transformation Award. And actually the board decided to do something we usually do not do, which is give this award to two different people, or two different entities. And so we're going to do that. So I'm going to start off with just the first bio. And I think everybody agrees when I read this off, they deserve this. The Cameron Park Board did a community needs survey and started having educational meetings 2 to 3 years prior to the half-cent sales tax passing in 2020. Board members visited with civic clubs and held community meetings at the YMCA. After the voters approved the sales tax, I'm sorry, I almost skipped the line, I'm going with glasses on. The board held planning sessions and numerous contractors, citizens, and city officials regarding the finalization of plans. They acquired land for the new park. Construction then began to build a new pool and zero entry and handicap accessibility that opened in 2022. New ballparks were built and are to be in use this season, along with a new full-size soccer field. There are plans to include more restrooms at Cameron Community Park and at Old Somerville, along with a pickleball court and a new playground equipment. So without further ado, please, Cameron Park Board, I know you have a representative here, please come on up and accept this award. Matt, come on up. I'm sorry, where did you go? Thanks, Matt. I'm sure you got it as soon as I mentioned it, that this part that you were going to get it. All right. I think everybody would agree with me that this entity also deserves this award. That's why we gave it out too, because there's a lot going on in Cameron, and it's a lot of good. We're doing a lot of seeing a lot of changes that are great for this community. So, the Cameron School District proposed to voters $10 million bond issue in June 2020. An overwhelming response to approve the bond issue allowed construction to begin immediately. Construction has included demolition of parts of the high school in order to construct a new vocational center, science classrooms, mezzanine area, administrative offices, and a new performing arts center. The almost $12 million project is nearing its final completion in May 2023. This project is allowing our students access to the state-of-the-art vocational classrooms, science labs, and performing arts programs. The transformation of the high school is a huge asset, not only to our students, but our community as well. Please, I assume it's Matt Hudson, come on up and accept this award. You want to give a speech? Thank you, man. And I've kind of already done the special recognition, but I tried my hardest to get Mary Murdoch here tonight to accept the special recognition, but I already gave it to her since she wasn't going to make it. But I just want to take a moment and talk about, years of service and everything she's done and the way she really took this, job very seriously. And it was a job of her, but she really, really cared for the chamber, the membership, and everybody that was involved. And so please, if you see her, say thank you. That's the special recognition. How about a round of applause for Mary Murdoch? Come on up and be the next board.
Thank you, Josh. Tonight, I'm going to test you history buffs out there by naming the events and then reveal what year they happened. Calvin Coolidge became the 30th president of the United States when Warren G. Harding died of a heart attack in August. In Egypt, King Tut's burial chamber was opened. Sports fans, the first home game was played at the original Yankee Stadium, home of the New York Yankees. In Hollywood, then known as Hollywoodland, Warner Brothers was established, and the first issue of Time magazine was published. Also in this year, a group of dynamic people in Cameron, Missouri joined together for a force for ethical leadership, civic service, and peace. This force was started by a Chicago attorney to exchange ideas and form meaningful friendships. The year? 1923. A century ago. And this force was the Cameron
Rotary Club. All started by the vision of one man, Paul Harris, the Chicago attorney who gathered friends in 1905, today has grown to more than 1.4 million members. Community leaders, friends, and partners in a global network that is addressing challenges around the world. Locally, we meet every Monday in the old school at noon and would love for you to come join us and make a difference in our community, from Shoes for Souls to highway cleanup to a wheelchair-accessible fishing dock at the lake. The stamp of our local Rotary Club is evident. Through the Interact Club at school, as well as scholarships, and to the annual Clinko picnic, a difference is felt in our community because of Cameron Rotary. Rotary has been creating connections and making an impact for more than a century, and it's my honor to present the Cameron Rotary Club with the Chamber of Commerce Longevity Award. Evernice is our club president. Ever, can you come up? And I want to ask every Rotary member to please stand up.
It is my great honor tonight to present the Cameron Chamber of Commerce 2023 Humanitarian Award. While I personally believe tonight's recipient is the most deserving of this award, their commitment to our community will have you agreeing as well. I have known tonight's recipient since high school and have watched them hold the many job titles. For 21 years, she taught as a teacher at the Cameron Arlen School District. After retiring, she now spends her time in a multitude of organizations and philanthropy groups. She is the administrative clerk for the Cameron Ministerial Alliance. She sits on the board of directors for the North Central Missouri Business Facilitation Group. She is a member of the Rotary Club, and she is a member of the Main Street Committee. However, the biggest donation of her time and hard work is now being spent at the Cameron Food Pantry and New Life Hope Shop. She has been a volunteer, sat on the board of directors, and now holds the position of site director. Will you please help me congratulate the recipient of this year's Humanitarian Award, Quinn Forsyth. Building a foundation for a stronger community is the mission of the Cameron Chamber of Commerce. While determining who was eligible for this award, it was very apparent that this organization is more than deserving. Their dedication to preserving the history of our town, their leadership in the 3rd Street Building Restoration Project, and their hours volunteer hosting many events such as our town parades and the latest, the Hot Air Affair, proves tonight's recipient is committed to fulfilling the mission of the Cameron Chamber of Commerce. Tonight, we would like to present the Cameron Chamber of Commerce 2023 Mission Award to the Historical Preservation Society.
All right. Yes, thank you very much to all the hard work of the Historical Preservation Society. Denise herself does a lot, so congratulations. Before I forget, if every winner could go at some point throughout the night and have their picture taken, that would be wonderful. We'd love to have this. So let's go ahead and have Chris come on up. Chris Arman, if you would, please. We're going to start here. I don't know if anybody can see these very well, but we've got a Cameron Dragon gift basket full of goodies, all Cameron pride. We've got a gift basket from the hospital for a massage, dry and needling, which sounds pretty cool, and an Apple Watch. And then from Kayla Russell, we've got a campfire here that is full of, let's see, anything you need to make s'mores. It's really full, yeah. So s'mores, campfire, you're ready to go. You got Apple Watch and massage, which sounds so nice, and then dry needling. You got Cameron Dragons. We've got a rug in here. We've got flags. We've got T-shirts. I mean, there's a list here. So we're going to start, and then after those are done, we're going to get to the hot air balloon tickets. We're selling too. So we'd love to see you go up in one of those hot air balloons. So that's always been the dream. Start bidding. And then after that, we're going to auction off the AR-15. So,
thank you. Stacy, she's up here. She's going to be showing off some of the items we're selling here tonight. We get about 4 or 5 of these items, and like you said, we'll sell the hot air balloon tickets, and then we'll sell the AR-15 rifle. Give yourselves a hand. It's a privilege to live in a free country where we can have these events and sell an AR-15. Give yourselves a hand. All right, this here be the Cameron Dragon basket, and it's got a sweatshirt in there. It's got a T-shirt. It's donated by Brandy.